Hello friends, welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to study one more important topic in the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram, and the topic is fixed beam or the concept of fixed beam. In the initial video lectures, we have studied the various types of the beams and the various types of the support conditions. We have studied the simply supported beam, we have studied the overhanging beam, cantilever beam, etc. So depending upon the support condition, the support reactions are vary, and also the loading conditions, the reactions are vary. So in the simply supported beam, there are two simple supports are there with the different loadings, and also in the overhanging beam that supports are there, but it is beyond the extreme ends. So in this particular topic, so fixed beam means there are two ends are fixed, it is restrained at its end. So this is simple beam is there, but both of these ends are fixed. So in a fixed beam, both the ends of the beams are fixed, that is ends are restricted or restrained from its rotation. So both of these ends are restricted to the rotation. It means slope is zero at the end, but bending moment is not zero. So here, because of this fixed end support, fixed end, there is a slopes is zero, but the bending moment is not zero at the fixed ends. At every end there are three unknowns. At fixed end, there are three unknowns or three reactions are exist or offered at its fixed end. That means there are total, because of this beam, there are two fixed ends. That's why there are total six unknowns are there, or six reactions are formed at both of these ends. So fixed beams are statically indeterminate, means type of the beam cannot be solved by using equilibrium conditions. If the unknowns are more than 3, at that time it is not possible to use the equilibrium condition and solve by the equilibrium conditions. That time some more equations or more conditions are needed to solve if the unknowns are more than 3. So this is a statically indeterminate beams. So you can see this loading diagram from the SFD. So this is a simple beam and both of these ends are fixed. At this end, if it is that central point, not central, but it is a, suppose the point load is acting at a distance of A from this end and at a distance of B from this end. At that time, the moments are acting can be determined by PAB square divided by L square. L is the total span of this beam. This moment is anti-clockwise, that's why minus, and this moment is clockwise, that's why it is plus. So PA square into B divided by L square. So that there are moments are acting at the fixed ends. After that, the loading diagram from SFD. So there is a UDL is acting, which is of intensity Q, and here is a beam is fixed at both of its end, and there is a moment. Because of this UDL, it is acting at this end, anti-clockwise moment, minus QL square divided by 12. Q is the intensity of this uniform load, uniformly distributed load. That's why the moment at this end is QL square divided by 12. The total span of this UDL or this fixed beam is L, and at other end the moment is clockwise and the intensity is same, but it is acting in the clockwise direction. So here we have determined that moments are acting in case of the uniformly distributed load is there on the beam. At that time this moment is QL square divided by 12. Or in the previous problem there is only point load is concentrated, point load is acting. That's why the moment at its end is PAB square divided by L square. If it is if this point load is acting at at the fixed end A and at other end the distance of B. That's why these two moments are acting at these fixed ends. So this is a fixed beam, and there is a movement for a different type of the loading condition, either concentrated point load or there is a uniformly distributed load. So here is a this is the concept of the fixed beam. So only just you have to remember that there are because of the fixed end conditions are there in both of these. That's why in each fixed end there are three different reactions are occur or it is formed. That is a horizontal reaction, vertical reactions, and there is a movement is also acting at the fixed end. That's why in the fixed end there are both of these ends are fixed. That's why there are total six unknowns or six reactions are exist. That's why this fixed beam can be solved as a statically indeterminate beam, and use the appropriate conditions other than the equilibrium condition, because in equilibrium conditions are not sufficient to finding out the unknown or to solve this type of the beam and to finding out the reaction at the end conditions. So this is the concept of fixed beam. So you have to remember this fixed beam, and remember that there are how much unknowns are formed at the ends. So that's it here for the concept of fixed beam. Thank you very much.